Action. It's recording.
Mic is on.
Mic's on.
Okay. Focused.
Yeah, focused. Shiny red Razorback.
Go Hogs. Hey. On the other side of the house. These hunts that I've got on here this year, a couple of them are from the 2016 season. I was a little slow getting my footage in for last season, but one of them is just a doe out at the pinch. It's December 13th. I'm sitting out at the pinch today. Doe hunting for the most part. It's pretty cold. It's been temperature's been dropping all day. It's about 38 now with a 10-mile-an-hour north wind. It's evening before the full moon. It's pretty late. I shouldn't have to wait very long before they start moving. I just got in here. It's about 3:30. So if we get a big doe to come by, I'll go ahead and try to get a shot on her. That's one doe down. Those 4 does came in. That was the back one. She was the biggest one. Looked like a pretty good shot. I didn't get much penetration, but it sounded like she crashed over there. I don't think she's gonna be too awful far. So let's pick up the blood trail. Hey, there she is. I wanted to come in here and try to kill the doe. Try to fill all my doe tags this year since we've got enough properties. We can kind of spread it out and kill all of our does and not really hurt anything. I was a little slow getting my footage in for last season, but one of them is just a doe out at the pinch, and the other one is a buck out at Ben's place. It's December 19th. This past weekend, the weather, we had a giant cold front. It's been like 5 degrees the last 2 nights. I swung by here last night about 4:30, put my binoculars down here, and there was a whole bunch of deer in the plot. A little deer that, well, he's not little, he was pretty big in the body, but he didn't have really any horns. One horn was broken off on one side, and the other side he was just a forked horn. He came out with the deer that we were wanting to kill for this season that ended up getting shot by the neighbor. I think he's another management deer, though. His body was way bigger than that really nice 8-pointer that was out here. I like to shoot big antlers, but I think mature deer is way better than big antlered young deer. Well, Ben has made it out. It's been probably 2 hours since I shot that buck. Once we get to the edge of the food plot, from the way it sounded like he fell, we probably should be able to see him. Let's go see if we can find him. Came right up the trail we just walked down, right up this road, and he was with our 8-point buck. But that 8-pointer makes this guy look like a total dink. Coming to this 2017 season, I got a Missouri tag. It was October 22nd. I went up there, daylight in the morning. This place, on the farm, where it all started. I killed my first deer here, killed my first turkey on this place. I'm actually in the area where I shot at my first deer with a bow when I was 11. That evening, the rain moved out. Fairly cool. It was 60 or so, which was a lot cooler than it was the day before. I think the day before it was in the 80s. I guess about an hour and a half before dark, I did some rattling, some grunting, and called in 2 small bucks. And so I thought, well, okay, that's pretty good. Got a few deer to come in. I did a plethora of calls. I did some bleats, I did some grunts, I did a big rattle, and at the end of the rattle, about a minute after the big rattle sequence that I did, I let out one of my infamous snort wheezes, and literally probably 10 seconds after that snort wheeze, I hear a tree, something just ripping a tree up. And I knew exactly what that was, and I grabbed my bow. They can always pinpoint exactly where that sound is, and that's exactly what he did. He walked right up the side of the ridge, right to me, and I ended up having to take kind of a pretty hard 1/4-2 shot. Heard something stumbling where he had ran. It was dead still, so I could hear everything. And I heard just some noises. It didn't sound like a deer crashing to me, but it turned out that's where it was. I hit him a lot better than I thought. It just worked out. I mean, I got lucky. Just one of them good days.
It'll be this much blood.
Oh, hey. There he is. In west central Missouri, hunting with my good family friends, the householders. This is the first day I've been back here in 7 or 8 years, and I just killed the biggest deer on the farm. Sorry, Eli.
I didn't really grow up hunting. We had horses and cows and we lived in the country, but we never did a lot of hunting. My dad never hunted a lot. And I've been with Ben for about 8 years now, so I've seen all the back side of it and him going out. And I've shot some guns. I like target practicing, but I didn't really catch much interest in it until we bought our farm in 2016. And then we had a little food plot going and we started feeding the deer and seeing the camera and watching them come in and realizing that we had a couple good bucks on our place. And I decided this 2017 season to go ahead and try and see what I could do.
This is the last day of the Arkansas Christmas gun hunt. We've had a lot of deer on camera and seen quite a few, just haven't got the right one yet. Our neighbor shot the buck we were after for the last 2 years the first night, so that was really exciting, a little disappointing for us. Happy for him though. We're hoping his buddies come out tonight and we can get something.
The last week of gun season in Arkansas, I went and we hunted every night. He came home, drug me out there about 4:30, and we sat probably about an hour. And we had a whole bunch of does. We had about 8 does coming out, and I was getting really close to wanting to kill one of those just to get my first kill over with and just to say I did it. And we watched the spike come out, and Ben saw it, spotted it first, and he's watching the spike come out, and then behind him we see some movement, and he could tell it's pretty good, and so he starts getting excited, nudging me. And what's funny is I had my gloves on. I had cheetah print gloves on, and I actually reached back and had him take those off for me so that I could get a good trigger finger going. And we watched this buck come in, and he's feeding right to us. For about 3, 4, 5 minutes, and I've got him walked. I'm looking for him. I'm waiting for Ben to give me the signal, and I feel pretty good about it. And he's feeding right to us, and all of a sudden he turns, quarters to us a little bit, and Ben gives me the okay, and it didn't take long, and I went ahead and squeezed him off.
Hey, you got him. You dropped him. You really dropped him. Gosh, babe. Good job. Good job.
And I dropped him right where he was, and that was pretty exciting for me. I looked back and Ben was freaking out. It was really cool to experience with my husband something that he's grown up enjoying, and seeing this passion and the whole environment and everything with the hunting. And it was a really cool experience, and I'm excited to go do it again.
I guess it was like November 21st. I did a hanging hunt. I kind of walked through there last year, just seeing what it looked like. And it looked really good, and I was pretty bummed because it was a good day, good cool day, perfect wind, and I didn't see nothing. Next Saturday comes around, so I came in here. I'm not gonna sit too long. Just came to hunt to get this stand down. Get in there pretty late. I mean, that was probably 20 minutes after daylight, and probably 20 minutes after I got in the stand, I hear some deer running, and I hear deer grunting. They kind of made a wide circle around me. They never really got into range. Probably a minute after they went by, nice wide 8-point comes by, just running. And I ended up having 8 bucks come by that morning. Right. Finally, I just said, oh well, this is public land, Northwest Arkansas. You know, most of the deer I saw this morning were really nice 10 points, but they were young.
Man, what a gift to be able to spend time in the outdoors. You've been able to follow along with us this episode and see some exciting hunts. You know, sometimes life is a burden and sometimes life's heavy, but we should take every moment to enjoy the world and enjoy life around us. But maybe this week you are in a season where this life does feel a little heavy. The Bible tells us to wait upon the Lord, and we'll renew our strength. We'll mount up on wings like eagles. We'll run and not be weary, and we will walk and not faint. Listen, we serve a really big God who is full of strength and might and love for you. So enjoy the outdoors, enjoy your friends and family, and thank you for joining us here at the HuntCo.